Hi, good day. If you are here to learn about the 6 interview skills, others have so many, but I will just give you the very specific, very important and essential skills that will help you kill the interview. Whether you're here because you're applying for a new job or not, you will get there. We all get there. There will be time to come that you will be applying for a job, you will face the hiring managers, you will speak for yourselves, you will present your documents, your resume, so you will get there. So it is better that you know it by hand. Interviewing, whether it's for a new job or for a different position with your current employer, is always a nerve-wracking experience, right? We cannot avoid to get nervous. Sometimes, although how much prepared we are with the documents and everything, we still feel nervous when we get there or when the time comes that our names will be called. And you will be sitting there with the hope of, with the positive hope that your qualifications will speak for themselves. But sometimes the case is not that way. There are cases wherein those may not be enough to let you stand out from the rest of the pool of qualifying applicants. But don't you worry, there are a lot of skills that you can develop by now before you get there for you to get noticed. So in order for you, being a candidate, to get noticed there with the rest of the applicants by the hiring managers, you will need to take time, spend time developing these interview skills that would actually help you stand out from the rest. So let's start with the first one. I will start by asking questions or ask questions. Learn how to fabricate the questions. Ready at your home, prepare one intelligent questions, because normally the interview process would not end without the interviewer or the hiring managers asking you if you have any questions for them. It's like it's there already in the format. So if you get there, you have traveled way too far just to get there to the company's location to present yourselves. Sometimes you're already exhausted and you are nervous, which is common, and you might answer no, you don't have questions because you are in a hurry, you get bored, you are in a hurry to go back home. But if you are interested to get a job, you will grab that opportunity to turn the tables around. How? Just pose an intelligent questions back to the interviewer or establish a two-way conversation. You can pose the questions that would help them develop an insights towards the company's values, cultures, and traditions. So if you know how to use that part, if you think logically, you can use it as an advantage. So being a candidate on that part, you will be able to know if you are qualified for the job or if that company is what you're looking for, or if you think it's not. Alright, so don't forget to raise your questions because there are hiring managers who are actually looking for those applicants who has the courage to stand up and raise questions to them. Second, interview skills. Think out loud. There are some questions that you don't have answers handy, but you don't need to fear. I would suggest you never answer the interviewer, I don't know. You may ask the interviewer to repeat the question for you. Take a moment and work on your thought processes. Just be humble and confident and formulate an answer. But never say, I don't know. That's for the second tip. Think out loud. Number 3, interview skills. Communicate non-verbally. What does it mean? Our action speaks louder than words. Just be mindful of your presence. Have an eye contact with the interviewer. Work on your gestures, your postures, because that will speaks for yourself if you are confident or nervous. And according to Jonna Mayers of Southwestern Oklahoma State University, she says that good communication, good nonverbal communication actually speaks volume about the candidate. And according to her, it is wherein most applicants don't even practice that, and it makes it very evident that you're nervous. Skills. For the third interview skills, I would suggest you to conduct mock interviews with a friend who would actually go for an interview. Observe how they behave, because you actually being a candidate, before you get there on the interview, you must also practice how to answer interview questions in front of the mirror so you can behave properly, wherein you won't appear as disinterested, bored, or unengaged. So you must communicate not just verbally but show your actions that there is enthusiasm within you, that you are interested to the position that you are applying for. So the best way to practice that one, if you haven't faced the interviewer yet, or you haven't experienced going on an interview, that nerve-wracking experience, you haven't gone there yet, just practice mock interviews in front of the mirror or in front of your friend. Number 4, know your resume. Knowing your resume inside and out plays a crucial factor on the interview success. So it's not just knowing what you put in there. Of course, you know that because you were the one who typed those informations onto the resume. But you also need to prepare at least some specific measurable accomplishments from your previous job experiences, because they will ask that from you. They literally would ask that from you. So you have to have it ready or handy. If you are new to the industry or you haven't had any previous job experiences, then relate your qualifications to your educational background, to your sports, whichever you think can be related to, or that will support or back up your answers that you are qualified for the job. Number 5, tell a compelling story. So don't expect that the hiring managers would only focus on gathering information just from the pieces of papers from your resume. They also look at your account, your Facebook account, your Twitter. They will follow you. They will check every bit of information from you to see if you are qualified or fit enough to the candidate that they are looking for. So once you get there, and they'll ask you, tell me about yourself. So make sure to prepare a fuller narrative of who you are, what you do, your current role, your accomplishments. Cite an example of your specific accomplishments. Tell them the qualification that you have that the company is looking for. And prepare the best answer on the question, why should we hire you? Number 6, leverage knowledge of the company and the interviewer. If you are a job seeker or an applicant, you are always being told to research the company's profile. Nowadays, since we have technology everywhere, we have all the information in our hands. So we can go online, we can surf, we can go on Facebook, follow the company's Facebook page, as well as on Twitter. So if I were you, I will also turn on the notification for the Google alerts so you will get updated of the news whenever the company posted the news. And then not just the company's profile, but also research for the company's community, the profile of the hiring managers as well. That will help you gather some information about the potential background of your possible interviewer that might interview you, and it will give you an idea of what would be the best topic to spark a discussion. So once you immerse yourself with this information, you can walk bypass the interview confidently, and you can level up your career and get hired. So once again, what are those 6 effective interview skills that can help you get hired? The first one, ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Number 2, think aloud or think out loud. Don't answer "I don't know" to questions that you don't have answers ready. Number 3, communicate non-verbally. That includes eye-to-eye contact with the interviewer whenever you're being asked. Number 4, know your resume inside and out. Prepare a specific accomplishment, as I've told you. Number 5, tell a compelling story. That's your answer for who you are, what you do, your current role, or the answer for tell me about yourself. And don't forget to answer the question, why should we hire you? Number 6 is to leverage knowledge of the company and the interviewer that you can always find online through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. So again, these are the topics. I hope that you have learned a lot from me, from professional call handling skills that I've shared with you from my very own experience, and as well as the 6 interview skills. Have a great day.